OMG, you are not going to believe this. So this rapper dude, Cash Out, right? He got busted for some seriously messed up stuff like rape and racketeering. And get this, they just slapped him with a life sentence. Can you even imagine? So this guy, real name John Michael Hakeem Gibson, was all famous back in 2011 with his song Cashing Out, super catchy tune. Anyway, he had to go to court in Atlanta, and last week was the big day for the verdict. And boom! They found him guilty of rape and sentenced him to life. But wait, there's more. He also got an extra 70 years for racketeering stuff under this thing called RICO. Basically all sorts of shady dealings like sex trafficking, having guns, all that jazz. Some of the sentences are happening at the same time, and some are back-to-back, which is like a whole lot of time. And get this, his mom, Linda Smith, she's not off the hook either. She got 30 years, 20 for the racketeering and 10 for the sex trafficking, which is happening at the same time as the other charge. His cousin, Tyrone Taylor, is also locked up for life for some super awful stuff like aggravated sodomy and rape. Plus another 60 years for sex trafficking, assault, holding people against their will, and having drugs. So the whole fam is in trouble. And here's the kicker. All three of them have to go on the sex offender list, and they can't contact any of the victims, ever. They can't even go back to places where the crimes happened, like this one street called Fulton Industrial Boulevard. It's wild. So the charges first came out way back in June 2023. His lawyers were trying to say the victims were pressured into testifying, which is a total mess. But then, during the trial, they revealed that Gibson was actually trying to shut down the witnesses with his mom's help. Surprise! They even showed this video of his mom getting questioned back in 2021, and she was totally denying everything, saying she was just looking for a friend who missed a probation meeting. But then they played phone calls where you could hear Gibson telling his mom to find this missing woman. His mom was apparently like, "Y'all acting like I kidnapped her," but prosecutors are saying he was basically on a 7-year reign of terror. This dude, who also had a hit called She Twerkin', his trial started 2 months ago. The whole thing was about how he, his mom, and his cousin were forcing women into sex. Prosecutors said these women were totally exploited for money, and Gibson used his fame to make it happen. They were using their record company, Pyrez Music Group, to trick these young women into joining, promising them cash and better positions if they did stuff. One witness even said she only got food if she performed sex acts for money. Seriously messed up. The prosecutor even said it's not just pimping, it's trafficking. Before they sentenced him, Gibson was trying to say the jury got it wrong and that he's innocent. He also claimed all the women were adults and totally consented, but like the key evidence was text messages from 8 different phones. These texts apparently showed all their illegal stuff and how they were all working together. So yeah, they had the proof.